All right, y'all. Welcome to the game show. This is a preempted live stream. Um, I'm driving right now, so if you leaving a comment on Facebook or YouTube, which I am multi streaming on, I'm not able to read it. But please leave your stuff in the comments. Um, as of right now, nobody's watching it, but hopefully soon, soon y'all watch it. So let me get right into it. Coon, aka Snoop Dogg, um, and Tom Brady, Super Bowl commercial. All this, I hate you because you did this and did, I hate you. The message there could have gone a little bit further if he did not do what him and the gang of these false idols did by aligning themselves with the Grand Wizard for a crypto convention that the Grand Wizard didn't even attend, but it was something to do with his administration. That's what you have to understand. And we cannot change the narrative of saying, okay, um, we black people need to stick together and all that. Look, that shit is out the water, man. You can't do something like with Nelly and Snoop, Rick Ross. Soldier Boy's a sellout anyway. Um, and Fat Joe and what's his name? The black dude, Kodak Black. You can't do what they're doing and then you turn around and say, um, we need to stick together as a black community. We did hell no. We don't need to stick together because look, and I hope Snoop sees this, and I know who Snoop is affiliated with, um, and shit like that. I don't care. I really don't care, right? I hope you see. I hope somebody passes this to Snoop and he sees it. Now, like I said before on the stream that we had did, on the episode that we had did, I'm still gonna call him a coon no matter what because that's coonery buffoonery the way he aligned himself with Trump. I'm not saying that none of these people that I said before are not talented at all, because if you are a '70s baby, and especially if you went to Largo High School and you went to uh, Suitland High School, all located in PG County, Maryland, if you went to these schools, you was rocking gin and juice, man. I mean, Bama's was coming to school with band-aids on their cheek. Um, people were people had baby bottles and pacifiers and stuff like that. So we followed the trend. We really did follow the trend. I remember I brought some Nike cleats because I thought they were in style at that time. So we followed the trend. You know, we was there with you. I'm try to keep just focused on Cooney. We was there with him with his murder trial and all this other stuff. We came together back then when you needed our support. Now that you have aligned yourself with the devil, there's no more supporting you. It it blows my mind how some of you niggas think that you can do something to a group of people, your own people, that help you get to where you are. If you do something so disrespectful, and then now all of a sudden, to save your face, we need to stick together. We need to come together as a community. We need to all this bullshit that some of you all that rhetoric that y'all spew out. Look, for number one, um, you just have to go back to when Snoop made that video talking about which one of y'all jigaboos gonna be the first one that bow down to Trump, or you gonna perform for Trump and all this other stuff. Now, he said all these discouraging words about Trump. Oh, I'm sorry for calling him Trump. The Grand Wizard. He said all these discouraging things about the Grand Wizard, and then he goes back and he performs for him. What's the irony in that, right? He has not changed since the 80s. This guy is a pedophile. He's a convicted felon, a recent convicted felon. He is a racist. The Grand Wizard does not like black people. Even if you're rich, he does not like black people. He don't. And the reason why Coon got in bed with the Grand Wizard is to get his boy out of jail. That's why Coon aligned himself with the Grand Wizard. To pardon the guy that helped Death Row. Okay, there's 5 people in here. To pardon the guy that helped out Death Row. You cannot sit up here. All this stuff that look at what the Grand Wizard is doing right now. Look at February right now. Black History Month is already a joke. Black History Month is a joke. I said it. Black History Month is a joke. Because why are you going to relegate the history of my ancestors to one of the shortest months of the year? And it's not even, you all, do your math. Do your math about Black History Month. It's not even Black History Month. It's Black History a couple of hours. How many days, school days, is in February? How many hours is in the class that your kids are going to school being taught Black History Month? How long is a class now? Like 2 hours or something like that? And if you get a snow day, you miss a day out like that. And then parents, y'all punk asses aren't teaching your kids Black history. You teach them how to get the newest pair of Jordans, or you teach them how to download the latest app and how to do Instagram or TikTok stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what you parents teach them. You parents don't teach your black kids about Black history. What, even 70 babies like myself, what do we know about Black history? We know that somebody did something with a peanut. We knew that Martin Luther King died. We knew that Cicely Tyson was Jane Pittman. And we knew Toby got his foot cut off. What else do we know? It's not until 2000, 23, 24, 25 have black people started learning about their Black history. And you parents, some of you within the earshot of hearing this, some of you are the fucking blame, because you don't teach your kids how to be, young black entrepreneurs. You look. I was on a bus coming back from work one day, and it was this teenage guy, older guy. He was cursing the bus driver out. This guy had to be in his early 20s, and he's about to fight the lady that's driving the bus. What the fuck type of home training is that? What type of home training is that? When that man can sit up there and buck at this lady that's just doing her job. I know the nigga got a mother. I don't know if he got a sister, but I know he got a mother. And for him to do that shit like that, and we was just waiting for him to do something. You know what I'm saying? We was waiting for him to do something, and that's another story. Getting back on topic about Coon, Cooney, Coon. Um, but the reason in that Super Bowl commercial with him and Tom Brady, don't try to change the narrative. You are the one that aligned yourself with the Grand Wizard. Even after he said the quiet shit out loud, what he's planning on doing. Look at what he did to the government workers. Look at what he's done to black people in the whole. You know, um, look at the effects that black people are are reaping right now. You have a lot of stores that we support that are now taking their DI programs out. You know, let's start off with Target and Walmart. You have these places that are back, especially with Target, are backtracking on the pledge that they made, especially with the George Floyd Act. Um, they backed out of that, but he aligned himself with a man that don't give a shit about nobody that looks like myself. Nobody darker than me, nobody a shade lighter. If you ain't if in the Grand Wizard eyes, if you ain't white, you ain't right. And then you align yourself for a big paycheck. And then knowing his track record, I don't know if he got paid or not. Maybe he paid Coon, Cooney, Coon, and some roll-ups, because I don't see how I don't see how Coon, Cooney, Coon could say, okay, I'll do this for you. I'll go perform for you, and you tell me you seen that crypto ball or whatever. How many of them white people knew any of his songs? You go in that crowd and you tell one of those white people to recite one lyric from his song, or tell me what one of his album covers look like. They can't. And see, those type of people. Do y'all remember the Boondocks episode where Riley was speaking out and he was saying something about something, and then all the white people, they were at like this white this party or whatever, and the white people start clapping for him because they said, "Oh, he speaks so well," and they start clapping and shit like that. We are entertainment for a lot of these white folks. We are merely entertainment. We are great at basketball. We are great at football, as y'all saw last night. Um, we're great athletes. We are great singers, and we are great stepping and fetching people. We are what's that guy off of Django? Um, we are him. We are that guy from Django. Not Django, but Samuel L. Jackson. Uh, what I can't think of that guy's name, man. But that's what we are, the white people. Stepping and fetching, man. We are entertainment until they don't want to be entertained no more. We are their breathing toys, right? Because to some white people, you're only valued in what you can do for them as we speak, or what you can probably do. And if you can't do it, or you can no longer do it, then they have no need for you. And I'm not saying that to be racist, because I'm not racist, right? I'm not racist. how does a person say, I got white friends? I don't have a lot of white friends. I tell you that now. I don't, because I don't know a lot of white people. I don't, because I don't come in contact with a lot of white people, other than like if I work with some, and then as now the job that I work right now, I don't come in contact with a lot of white people. I don't have any white friends. You know what I'm saying? Other than the friends that I've met through Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that. Um, but I don't have a lot of white, like, in person type friends. And then again, I don't care if you're white or black or Mexican, or I don't care if you was green or blue. As long as you don't disrespect me, we don't have any problem. I don't care about your sexuality. I don't care about none of that. None of that shit doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? If I always say, if you don't like the flavor of the Kool-Aid, you ain't got to drink it. And that's fact. But getting back to this Cooney and his Super Bowl commercial with Tom Brady, you're sending out the wrong message, dude. You you are the one that brought this upon yourself. You decided. Oh, and not only that, when they were asking people to boycott Target for their they're not supporting black people. Guess who Target is going after to try to get us to come back to Target? Guess who? Coon is one of them. Coon Harvey is another one. So they getting these Yes Bossum Django character to come at black people and say, hey, look, man, we all need to stick. It's always that dumbass speech. We all need to stick together. We are better as people when we shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Steve Harvey and Snoop Doggy Dogg and Snoop, Uncle Snoop, whatever the fuck you want to call this coon names. Y'all are in a totally different tax bracket as us, as us normal folks. So don't come with the shucking and jiving and the smoke screening to try to divert from what's in hand, right? And that's what the Grand Wizard did. He did an excellent job at creating a smoke screen. And now what are we doing? We are fighting amongst each other, black people. You took some of the most favorite icons of 70 Babies era, or black culture era, and you have turned us against them because of what they did. Rightfully so. But that is going to be the topic. Oh, well, Snoop shouldn't have did this. Nelly shouldn't have did that. Soldier Boy is an Uncle Tom any fucking way. Fat Joe. The reason why I say Fat Joe is a Uncle Tom too, because he was the one that brought one of them golden Trump sneakers and said that he brought them because he's a sneakerhead. And then Kodak Black, and I can go on and on with countless other uh Uncle Ruckus ass. That's not the guy that I'm talking about. I can go on with a lot of these Uncle Ruckus ass Negroes that sided with the Grand Wizard just to get um, a pardon for their boys or a pardon for themselves. You know, it's no reason why you should align yourself with this man for any reason if you're black. There's no reason why. There should be no Trump supporters, African American Trump supporters. There should be none, because there should be no Latino Trump supporters either. You know, off a side note, y'all know there's this Latino guy who voted for Trump, and his wife got deported. ICE came and got her ass up out of there. Now he's on the news begging Trump to let her back in the country, saying that she has a right to be here and all this other shit. Y'all are going to get the America that y'all been begging for, because this man said all the quiet shit out loud. He said he was going, Project 25, take a read. Black people, he is going back to slavery days. He's going back to minimum wage days. He's going back to trying to start having niggas making $5 or $7 an hour. $7 being the highest. He wants Negroes to make $7 an hour. How the fuck you gonna make $7 an hour if your mortgage payment is over $1,000? How the fuck you gonna pay? You mean to tell me you gonna have to have 10 people living inside of a 3-bedroom house in order to cover that? And then you're still not gonna be able to cover that with the price of everything else going up. And speaking of that, so all of you that I offered eggs to when I had my ducks, haha, because now your ass going to the grocery store paying $6, $7. I've seen as high as $20 for some eggs. When not even Fred White, Freddie, some of you niggas know me personally. I offered to give y'all some eggs, and y'all turned y'all nose up at me. Y'all, and that shit, I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. That really hurt me. That really did hurt me. And the people that I want to say thanks to, I want to say thanks to Mike Thompson. I want to say thanks to my cousin Jasmine. Even though she didn't eat the duck eggs, she just had them sitting in the refrigerator. Never ate them, and they went to waste. My man Keith Curry, Michael Clark, Dot Clark. It was some people at Marshall's that ate the eggs. I'm going to say Tyrone Best. Because if Tyrone don't live down here anymore, right? But he was like, look, dude, if I knew that you had some eggs, I would have took some off you. And there's no doubt in my mind that Ty would have took some off. My man Tyrone, my man Ty that lives in Florida now, right? He would have probably took some eggs off me. He would have probably took at least like 1 or 2, but they taste like regular fucking eggs. They were a little bit more richer than regular eggs, but they were like real big eggs though, especially from my Peking ducks that I had. They were really big eggs, the size of three regular sized chicken eggs. That's how big they were. And I offered you people eggs. I begged to give them away. I had a whole fucking tray full of eggs, like 50, 60 something eggs. Mind you, I had 5 ducks, but I only had four female ducks. And I was getting eggs every fucking day. I was getting 6 eggs a day. Now, by the time that my geese matured, I didn't get any eggs from them. But I can imagine the size of the goose eggs I would have got, man. But they weren't. I had to get rid of them, and they weren't old enough to lay yet. And I did know I had a breeding pair, but I was offering y'all eggs. I was offering everybody eggs, man. Here, take some eggs, some free eggs, and a lot of y'all did. A lot of y'all didn't say, "Hey, Fred, I'll take some eggs. I'll take some eggs." Oh, and Kevin Thomas, because when Mike came to pick up some eggs for himself, he had picked up some eggs for his brother. And after they ate the eggs, they was like, let me have some more. And let me tell you something about fresh laid eggs. Eggs have a certain coating on them. When they come out of the chicken or the ducks, they have a certain coating on them, and you don't wash the eggs. That's why you don't have to refrigerate eggs that you get from either your chickens or your ducks. And my man Anthony, he has chickens. He has chickens. When I had my ducks, he had got some chickens, and he don't have to worry about eggs to this day because he get eggs from his chicken. But to all of you all that I offered to give y'all some eggs, and now and another thing about some eggs is if you go to the Waffle House or you go to IHOP, if you order any meal that has an egg in it, you're paying 50 cents more. You're paying 50 cents more for any item that was made with an egg. How about that, y'all? Right? Ha ha. I don't feel bad about it. I can't have no damn ducks, but the county doesn't say I can't have. The county says that I can't have chickens. I can't have chickens. I can have turkeys, and I can have a fucking bobcat. I don't have people coming over my house off the regular any fucking way, right? Except for like Stan ass will probably come once in a blue moon if I call him over and be like, look, man, you want to come hang out? Juan will come over if I ask him to come out. You know what I'm saying? And then Mike Clark and Mike C, they will come over. Tyrone would probably come over if I was like, look, man, we having a game night. Come over to the house. He would probably come over. The rest of y'all that know me personally, that know where I live at, don't nobody come and check on me. Don't nobody say, hey, what's up, Fred? I just turned 50, and matter of fact, also I think everybody who said something, commented on my 50th birthday, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. We in the digital we're in this digital media age and shit. But I appreciate everybody that wished me a happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate those who came out for a surprise birthday party. Um, it was quite small, but some of you all I understand couldn't make it. But I appreciate everybody that came. But people that are my true friends, even Stan bullshit names. Stan Williams, bullshit names. Even him, you know what I'm saying? I still consider Stan a dearest friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm always hold Stan down. You know what I'm saying? Even though he be bullshitting, I'm a hold Stan down. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But thank you everybody who wished me a happy 50th. Hopefully I got 50 more years in this body. But yeah. But like I said, the county doesn't says that I can't have a chicken. I can't have um, I can have chickens. I can have turkeys. I can even have a fucking peacock. But I can't have no water. I can't have waterfowl. And to be honest, those ducks, as crazy as it sounds, was emotional support pets, right? Because I don't really hang out a lot other than, when I go out scoot booting with Pat and Harold. That's the time that you would probably see me with a lot of people when I'm hanging out with Pat and Harold. Other than that, like you you'll see me with either like Mike Thompson, Mike Clark. You may see me with Mark. You may see me with Ty, Juan, and Stan bullshit names. That's the people that I hang with. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, and those are the people that come to the house if I ask them to come. Other than that, nobody come and check on me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody call, nobody check on me and shit. So I, I'm gonna get me a fucking bobcat. I'm gonna get me a bobcat. Niggas don't come to my house any motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't wait to fucking move from Maryland. I can't wait. I can't wait till I wake up one day and say, "Get this goddamn alligator out of my pool." I will be so fucking happy when I can say those words. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get me a fucking bobcat, and I don't give a fuck who cares. I don't care who got something to say, but whoever got something to say, I don't give a fuck about what you say. You understand me? Because my I don't see anybody contributing $1 for my fucking mortgage. I don't see anybody contributing $1 for my phone bill. I don't see anybody contributing uh, money for to keep these lights on, food, entertainment. I don't see niggas doing that. You know, I got more virtual friends, and you know what I'm saying. Like I got virtual friends. I got friends that I met on Facebook and on YouTube, like Chimichanga, Bird. Uh, it's a couple J something. A lot of people that comment because I don't want to make it seem like you know what I'm saying. But there's a lot of people on Facebook and there's a lot of people, especially on the YouTube side, that you know what I mean that I appreciate that I met. But other than that, like if uh, uh, um, Army Supply something. I forgot what it's called, but Sunny Surplus. That's what it was called. We're getting all this stuff from Sunny Surplus. So this is when I was idolizing. Everybody was talking about smoking blunts. So we go to the store and we get a blunt from the liquor store. I'm not old enough to get it. My partner had to get it. We get a blunt from the liquor store, a Philly blunt, and we smoke this blunt. Now we are inhaling this, right? Now this is my second time actually smoking, because the first time I smoked a cigarette, and that's why I don't like cigarettes anymore. Um, I inhaled that shit one time and I was through. Uh, so we're inhaling it and we're thinking we're getting high because we're hearing all the rappers talk about smoking a blunt and this and all this other shit, and sick as a dog. We're sick as a dog, right? So me and my partner, because I don't want to say his name, me and my partner had a studio session um, that next morning. So we in the studio. I mean, we put it out. We did our vocals and everything, but we was sick as a dog. So this one this one night we were riding in a car of my man's girlfriend's brother. He came to pick us up. Now, when I was hanging out, it was always out. Either I was dating a buddy of it was always a buddy of the buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like his girl, I was dating her her buddy, or my girl, he was dating her buddy. That's how in the backseat. It was, and it was her brother, and then I think her brother's friend was in the front seat, and they was picking us up. I forget the guys' names. I can tell you she was a white girl. She was a white girl. See, I'm not racist. She was a white girl, and no, I'm not talking about Jesse. Um, but uh, we're sitting there in there, and they're saying y'all want to smoke a blunt, and we like, nah, nah, I'm good, nah. Me and him like, nah, we good, we good, and we see him take the blunt, we see him dump this stuff out, and then we see him pull what was weed, I guess. I mean, it was weed, but what we saw was him pour the weed inside the blunt, and then he rolled the blunt up, and then he sparked it. And me and I swear on everything. Me and my man turned and faced each other at the same time, and we said together in unison. We said, "Oh, that's how ignorant we were." You know what I'm saying? And then we was like, "Yeah, we'll hit it," because we're smelling it. And I'm like, "Oh, this shit smell good." You know what I'm saying? Then we're smoking it. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when we found out, hey, a Philly blunt, you don't smoke the damn blunt, dude. You're just using the paper for the blunt. You know what I'm saying? That's how ignorant we were in the drug game at that time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little story. But to say that um, Snoop Records and Snoop, the stuff that he was talking about really shaped the way that I grew up. And a lot of rappers like him and a lot of rappers that was talking the same shit that he was talking shaped the way that I grew up as a young man. So what I'm saying is that I'm not going to say that I've always hated Snoop, or Snoop has always been this is a sellout and all this other stuff. What I'm in that story that I'm telling you, that was because I was idolizing these rappers that was talking about doing certain things. And to be cool or to be part of the crowd, you would mimic them. You know what I'm saying? You would mimic these things that they're talking about. So, and thankfully, nothing I mimic got me years in prison because there was a lot of shit that I did when I was small, when I was a young man that I could have got prison time for. Statute of limitations is gone. But there's a lot of shit that I did, man. No, nothing, nothing to deal with domestic or nothing sexual. So I ain't do no R. Kelly or P. Diddy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was mostly, you know, just trying to be idolizing, trying to be the next Superfly, basically, without doing the coke. If you dig what I'm saying. So idolizing this cat, and I say all that to say, Coon has has shaped himself in a lot of people's lives, has interjected in a lot of people's lives. So you made a difference. For some of that, I can thank you. But to spit in the face of your supporters, to say I'm gonna align myself with a man that don't care about who got me to where I am today, who don't care about you think the Grand Wizard gives a shit about your kids, Snoop? Do you think the Grand Wizard gives a shit about your grandkids, Snoop? Do you think Trump is going to give a shit about your grandkids, kids? No, because you're right now, except for like Sasha Banks and some of the other people that you are related to, you don't have amassed general wealth. You got death row and all this other shit, but you don't have billions. You don't have billions in the bank. So you're not going when you leave this earth. I doubt that you will have a lot of money to turn over to your family members, to your kids. You don't have generational wealth like a lot of these other people do. You don't have that. So the money that you make right now is probably good because you're on this earth. After you leave this earth, it's not going to be. It's not going to be. Um, you know, so the laws that he's putting in place are going to affect your grandkids, your kids. It's going to affect you.